Okay, hello everyone. My name is Waltz, and we are doing a podcast or slash interviews here in Synthese 2024 here in Kanyam Sculptures Centers. Thank you everyone who are coming here and support. My next guest is from Denmark, Lars. Hi. So also for you, it's the first time in Latvia.
Yeah, it is.
Your first impressions?
I love it. I think it's very. I'm very grateful to be here and super inspiring to see like the community around music and technology and visiting all of the visiting Game Changer Audio and Erika Sense. It's very inspiring.
Yeah, maybe who didn't know, we yesterday visited the headquarters of Erika Sense, Game Changer Audio, and amazing. So, Torso Electronics, how many years ago it started, and you are the only owner of the company?
We started around 6 or 7 years ago, and we started the company 4 people. So I'm one of the 4 owners.
And how many people right now working at your company?
We are around 8 people, yeah.
Mm. So R&D department, headquarters, shipping and everything is from your headquarters, or?
Everything happens from our office in Copenhagen, yeah. Shipping, development, yeah.
So the first product maybe you can show around is T1, the sequencer, yeah. Mm.
Yeah, so the T1, which is an algorithmic sequencer. We started 6 or 7 years ago with like the idea of making this new way of like making like sequences and like interacting with like the composition part of the music.
Because people who are into music production, they know that there is in the industry a lot of sequencers. So why, like, what's his changes with you? Like you wanted to invent something new, what is not in the industry, and
exactly there are a lot of sequencers, but we were like, okay, we thought that like a lot of sequencers are like quite like rigid and like the like when you create a pattern, you're kind of like stuck with that, and it takes a lot of effort to change it and all of that. So we kind of like, okay, one of the inspirations for actually like could we make a sequencer where you could create a jazz drum solo on the like in the realm of electronic music. So we wanted to make something that was like super fast and where you could like change everything very, very quickly. Yeah.
You're also a musician and using on your live performances your own instrument?
I used to be a musician, not anymore. Now I'm like doing sequencers instead. And don't have the time to make music anymore.
Like I mentioned yesterday about myself, I had a hobby as music and DJing and music production, but right now I'm becoming an entrepreneur. So I don't have a hobby anymore. So next product, which is already launched and we are already at Volt Music Store sold a lot, which is like very hot product. Everyone is staying in line, and in production is quite big. And so this is S4. Tell me more about this one, which is with the screen.
Yeah. So we made the T1 where we wanted to make like take like composition and make it super intuitive and super fast and like really explorative. And then after we had made that, we were like, okay, can we take like all of the ideas and concepts from the T1 and put it into the realm of sampling? And
so it's a granular synthesizer?
Sampler? Sampler, like a sample-based instrument with a granular engine and a lot of like modulation possibilities. And it actually was inspired like it's called S4. It has 4 tracks. And it was inspired by like the old 4-track tape recorders and the way of like making tape loops and be like the whole like music concrete world of being creative with like sample material.
Yeah, when we spoke in Superboot this year in Berlin, I mentioned that it's very interesting that the screen is so crispy and the visualizations are so interesting that people can maybe switch to also for their live shows on the projector. And I saw in your Instagram stories that people are using some screens and sharing this, like mirroring the screen.
Yeah.
Tell me more about this one. So
as you can see, the T1 doesn't have a screen, but we were like with the S4, we wanted to do like a lot of things, and we came to the conclusion that it needed to have a screen, but we didn't want to have this like boring screen with only showing the parameters. It was also important for us that this screen should be like inspiring and like help like feed the creative process. So we spent a lot of time on like sourcing the right screen and like developing the visuals for the screen.
What happens right now at the company? Are your R&D departments is making the third product, or you're sticking to
So right now the only focus is the firmware for S4
because it was launched in beta, yeah, and
it wasn't launched in a beta, but it was launched. We've been working on the S4 for almost 3 years now, and it's such a big project. So we launched it before all features were ready, but like we felt that it was in a state where it was like playable and like you could be creative with it. Yeah. But yeah, so we're working really hard on the firmware these days.
How it is like to open a company launched 6 years ago with 4 guys? Like any of you have a degree or something in electronics or IT? Or
so we are of course we are all like have a background in like music and all of us are like big gear heads and like music nerds. And 2 of the founders have a degree in like electrical engineering and software engineering. I myself have a background in like product development and like physical, like making physical products. And the 4th guy has been working as a professional musician for many years, but we have no business background at all. So we just started making instruments and were like, this is cool. Maybe someone wants to buy them. And actually, in the beginning, we were like, if you can sell 50 units of the T1, we were like, that's the goal.
Batch is 5K.
I think we're around 3,000 or 4,000 units of the
already sold.
Already sold of the yeah.
And this 4, the batches are coming by like hundreds.
Each batch is 500 for now. Yeah. And but the demand is
super high.
Super
we
high,
always receive a lot of orders, and everyone is waiting. Nice. Thank you for coming to Synthesize to Latvia, Riga.
Yeah, of course.
All of your instruments, both of them actually. All. So
all two.
You can explore on Torso Electronics booth, which is downstairs on the 1st floor. And thank you very much for sharing. I think. Yeah, of course, yeah. Questions?
Where do you get inspiration from mostly making this kind of machines? So you inspire from other companies? Or?
Yes, of course there's a lot of inspiration from other companies, but actually the 2 engineers in the company have like an academic background in electronic music and have are really inspired by everything that's going on in the academic world of electronic music, and but the thing is with that kind of stuff, it's not very accessible, and it's not like you don't see any like commercial products. So we kind of like we look at what's going on in the academic world and try to put that into like intuitive interfaces and like commercial products, and of course we also get inspired by a lot of other companies and like look at what other people are doing. Yeah.
Show us how it works.
Some demo, of course. Yeah.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course.
Good question.
Yeah, I can show you like a quick demo. So like the main idea of S4 is to that it's like we call it a sculpting sampler. So it's like all about like sculpting sounds and like sound mangling and transforming sounds into like adding textures, morphing things, like really like transforming stuff like the sample. And you can use it like there's 3 main use cases. You can either use it as a effect unit where you like feed live audio into it and like use it as an effect. And you can use it as a polyphonic sample player. So you could connect the T1 or a MIDI keyboard and play it as a sampler. And then you can use it as this like looping device where you just use like sample material. But what I want to show is like a quick demo of like transforming a drum loop into something completely else.
Yeah, and everyone can test it on first floor at your booth. Yeah, Fabio?
I see you playing around with the parameters. Is it possible by any chance to modulate or sequence them externally, the parameters?
You can, all of the parameters are accessible via MIDI CC. So you can, you can, and the T1 also has this CC layer where you can modulate the CC values. So yeah.
So what was on the back? You have regular 5-pin MIDI or CV gates?
Yeah, so that's the TRS MIDI in and out, analog sync in and out. We just released the requested update for adding a MIDI sync. It was out yesterday. And it has a stereo line input and output, and a USB connection where you can also the USB connection is used for transferring files, but you can also use it as an external audio interface. So you can have no CV. But you
So what is the price? €8.99.
€8.99. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Lars.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoy, and thank you, everyone.